Hello.
One.
Good evening. Welcome to day 2 from Gen Con's Hall of Loot. Again, filming from my brother's basement. We are on the move mobile, and today we had a very successful day. Apparently yesterday I forgot to mention the crown adorning connected to my hat. That was from the Tome of Heroes game, which I showed off a little bit yesterday. That was one of the things we got, and so I wanted to make sure he got a shout out. Today, stopped by many booths, so I'm going to talk briefly about what's going on around the table. I went to the Flying Frog booth and was able to pick up the deluxe playmat for Fortune and Glory. So what this is a giant map, and I'll do a breakdown of these at some point in time later. I'm just showing what I got. Fortune and Glory, I was able to pick up the mat and the two small expansions for it that are just cards. The box expansions are all sold, and they're out of print right now. They're working on getting them back in. Then I hit the Ravensburger booth, where I was able to buy the newest version of Disney Villainous. This has King Candy and the bad guy tiger from Jungle Book, Shere Khan. So I was like, they went to 2 villains now. They did the same thing for the Star Wars Villainous. It's got Darth Maul, who we have here on the cover, and it's got Captain Phasma as the 2 villains for this one. And that came with this free, awesome poster. So, I mean, who doesn't want a Boba Fett poster? Then we were able to get the promotional dice for Gen Con. So it came with, we got a free 6-sider for going to the, I think this was the Crystal Castle sets. And then the set, they do this every year for the tin of dice. I bought 4. That's 1 for me and then 1 for each of my children. So that's their souvenir from the con that their dad was gone to. Stopped and picked up the Gloomhaven Buttons and Bugs. This is a single player, small obviously, version of Gloomhaven. It's a dungeon crawl 1 person needs to walk through, and they were giving away 2 extra bonus scenarios with the game if you bought it here at Gen Con. Beneath that I have the giant Heroscape bag that I was able to pick up today. That's the kind of tournament that I was in yesterday. Above that we have, this is a promo card for Everything Epic. Their Secrets of the Lost Tomb is currently, the Kickstarter happened months ago. It's in development, it's on the way, but he's demoing it there and it's gorgeous. I was so impressed. I'm going to be able to sit and play it tomorrow, I think, and he is giving away a different card for the game each day, and I didn't know about that art. I've been there yesterday too. Then also from Ravensburger I got a Lorcana card. Now, unlike most of the rest of the world, I am not currently into this game. But I'm in enough of other stuff, but they gave that away to mark where you were in line for when you went to buy their products. I was able to go to the Brotherwise booth. They were giving out these 2 cards. This one is actually for a game that I have, Dungeon Cart. I had kickstarted, I got it about a month ago, and this is a promo card for it. I got to sit down and play a demo of that today. That was a lot of fun. This is a promo card for their new game. It's got something, I think it's called Grown Ups or Adulting or something. I didn't get to play that yet. I might go back and do that tomorrow. Over here, we have our stuff from Thunderworks Games, including 2 die that have their symbol on it. And then he has this is Ambush 2. It's for cartographers, which is one of their best games ever. So it was a mini expansion I was able to pick up today, and while I was there, I got to talk to Keith, who signed this for me. So, I mean, Keith is awesome. Their customer service is incredible, and they love to hear from their fans. And so while I was there, he signed that for me, which I'm very appreciative of. I went to the Dungeon Crawl Classics booth, where they were giving away the intro rules. And then they're going to be selling the books there for $10. And at $10 for a base book is pretty good. I might go pick one up tomorrow. And then if you do that, then you get to pick up a module for just $1. So I'm thinking about doing that. Finally, I was able to go to the Cryptozoic booth. At the Cryptozoic booth, I picked up the Gen Con promo pack for this year, which included these 4 cards. Most of them look like they're for the the Justice League Dark set that they just did on the Kickstarter. Along with that, I was able to check. I was looking for a crossover collection too because I wanted the Green Arrow set. I already have all 3 of these, but this has new art. Originally, the characters were stills from the show, and people were like, "Oh, it doesn't match our stuff. We want it to look different." So when they redid it in this, they made it comic book art. Well, I happened to be standing there asking if they're ever going to do this as a separate thing because I want just this part and I already have these 2 parts. And the owner of the company was like, "Can't believe how much of a completionist you are, just take one." And he gave me this. I mean, that's pretty cool. Again, customer service from some of these companies is just incredible, and Gen Con is such a place of sharing and giving that it was great. While I was there, I was able to buy their new Rebirth mat. That's what this is, which I will, once I get home, I will take it apart and show all of you. And then I also played in their qualifier tournament, which I lost, but I got this card for being a part of it. And this is the promo that they're doing for anybody who plays in their events this year. So that is day 2. Stay tuned, and we'll be doing day 3 and then 4 before we all go home and I start to break these things down throughout the weeks coming up. All right? Thanks, everybody, from here at the Man Cave Mobile. Have a good evening. May all your rolls be, critical successes, and may all your enemies roll critical fails. Have a good evening from the Men at the Cave.